rhythm. And you are the rhythm.
Hey yo, it's your boy Gemini, and we're back with another exclusive sit down and chit chat with like one of the legends, one of the most prolific, you know, like if ever you've been in the Sasso rap scene, if ever you've been in the Vaal rap scene, you should know who I'm talking about. The one and only Teekay Lekhwepha. Holla back. Holla back. Now, for those of you, the people that don't know you, because Dimani was the king of the ciphers. You, okay, let me put a pin in it. Let me not get too excited. Holla back. Background with TK Kemang, Oshakai. How did you get into the rap vibe?
Yeah, man. So, yeah, TK is a youth from here.
Yeah.
And also hip-hop, okay, more.
Yeah.
Everything I did, basically studio-wise, that I indulged later on in the years until now. I learned it from here at home. I remember back in the days we used to host Body Cypher, like you said, DJ Kaiser knows of this, Master C, the Orla, Prexy as well, Bapaya. So I schooled here. After school, that's when Kelavaya and I met up Arthur Mafokate, or music. And as you may remember, he discovered me on Mokataulu.
Okay,
So we even used to host like Woody events here. Like rap, so later on here, obviously I found myself in the music industry where I was exposed to a larger spectrum in terms of creativity as a whole in general, because I even engineer now professionally.
Man of many heads. No, like how do you get it? Now this is from a fan base, from a like Hotebella Fantuga. Like now I want to break down for Batuba Basati being the type of rap that you do. How did you decide? Because I think your way of rapping is very unique. Because it is Soto Raga, something mixed. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. How did you come up with that? What was the inspiration behind that?
Basically, when I started music, I got exposed earlier to reggae music, the dance hall. So it just so happened by the time young high school, hip-hop era boombap
was starting to pick up.
And everywhere I went, I came across people that always sort of liked or appealed to body battles and such things. And because I could freestyle, that's how I started now mixing
the raga
with
and
hip-hop
side.
But for me, because now I'm a realist, I'm somebody who always adored where I come from and what made my ancestors and all that. Not that just to be clear. It's just feel like I'm somebody that really adored tradition and culture to that extent, whereby I felt like but if I'm to do my music and it's me, it has to come out the way that so basically that's how it worked for me, because when I got in the industry, as soon as somebody has a hit, everybody sort of goes to that blueprint, what made chemistry writing, and everybody starts making songs out of that. That's why you'll find Batubapaya, they almost sound like Motaiwan in a way. So I was always trying to dodge that.
Stand out.
Like
there's so many vivid memories of the Saifati, Nigi Chevella, Olitinga, and the one thing, dude, you used to kill niggas in the ciphers, bro. Like most of there's hip hop purists and there's like your new wave and stuff like that. Man. Now there's always that debate of like freestyling and the pre-written verse and what. But the one thing that I've always known, TK can drop it now. No, Hungary, I'm not gonna, but if I were to say, TK, drop us a freestyle now,
that's actually what opened me up to performing the way that I started performing professionally, because also industry, I realized that, but to Namashapa body backtracks and they would actually just act like they're singing live.
But
some dope engineer. It gave me gigs. That's why I could multi-gig in a week. I mean, in a weekend, you could find, I'm in Limpopo tomorrow, I'm in Northwest, and then I'm here on a Sunday. So it was because of how I performed. Because even when Arthur discovered me, I used to perform in a sense that I would just go as far as composing a hook, and then I would have somebody randomly picked, go crowd, and I would freestyle with that. But there was really nothing to it. I mean, even Kaiser knows this. He used to do it himself. Like the kind of entourage that I came from as a youth. We all did it the same way. Because for Rone, as authentic as it gets, that's your take. That's your approach.
Okay. Let's get into the music. Now, before signing to 999, you had your own little
record label.
What it's how that. Tell us about that before if because Leona, I wanna talk about more about it.
It's cool. So you see, that for me was a learning curve because before Get 999, I had already accumulated so much knowledge more high because I was able to produce for my peers also, certain artists that were from here, and even Banim Basila more Vaal of Free State. Yes. So I remember even before I signed 999, I used to produce for artists from as far as Mpumalanga. Some of them were gospel artists. Some of them mainly like Batwetambo Farm. And which is what pays the bills now. That's the clientele that comes up. So I remember even the kind of quality I had nyana took me to go Jem Eli. So skinny. So it taught me a lot. When a studio says it opened me up also to go into the label, the copyrights, what is copyright, and also if it's more to beat.
What are the rights involved in that?
So for me, it was a big learning curve. We get it because like I'm saying, I didn't just know everything. I learned Kgoroge more high, and basically took that and ran with it. Yes,
okay, now the pre. Are you signing to 999?
Yeah, man.
Dropping some bars and he's like, hey,
the funny story is, Enely invented in DTI. Because they had found me somewhere, Vancouver, Cape Town, and then coming back, I had a show called Hailbron, and then it was on a Saturday, on the Sunday in Itlamo Town. So performing here, Arthur said to me, like he heard me, so he came back running because he rushed on the stage. You remember? And they took me, bro, right there. And I was still freestyling, those kind of things. And I promise you, the following week, he made sure I relocated to Midrand.
Yes. I think about interesting times about the movie. No, documentary at TK. You understand? Just capturing that.
For real.
So how was the experience? Because like not a lot of people but had the chance to be exposed to like a big record label like 999, especially at that time. How was the experience? What are some of the things they know Wiladi? Obviously besides Arthur, come on. Some of the connections you made, some of the things you learned,
it's mind-blowing because once I got in that spheres, I realized almost everybody I sort of idolized was just here now. And they were taken and intrigued by how I sound. And the funny thing also is, even to date, contacts that I sort of got
made from that time,
they still help me even today, and I help them in return also. So for now, I am building letting you my king because I understand now business and music clearer.
On a bigger scale.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And even all the people that I came across in the string, they still come to me go studios are gonna for the first music. They still come to me for the kind of flair that I'm able to portray in their music.
Because your sound is very unique.
For real. It's just fella. Oh, but there's a huge debate now who sounds like me or who took my style. But I wanted to say, you know, like learning from the industry, it still applies even today.
Obviously.
And it's something that I can't really act too cool.
Sure.
Yeah,
No, but that's another thing. Like ever since Kodziva, and from the time that I knew you from the ciphers and the battles, and then Lena Ono so or like TK, and I think I saw either on your page or something like that you're now signed to 999, and I'm like, yo, okay, this is a big thing.
Yeah, man.
At no point did Kifila Bodading here, I know TK, I get a man. I can't even.
I remember even the last time I saw you in a really some barber shop in town. You could do like that, I think.
You see, we spoke it into existence. I said I'm gonna have TK in the stew. I have TK in the stew. Yeah, man. Now, another thing is keeping at the beginning of the thing. Kibata libito lane. Lekhwepha.
Oh yeah.
The story says Lekhwepha because TK. Get it? Lekhwepha. How did that one come about?
And that's why Kirin TK the first, because people that sort of associated with movement Wabo Khwepha, they saw themselves as Makhwepha. That's why I like it at first. So you remember I was once in retail, so I used to manage a couple of stores, Vaal, so Wood Meats, Forest Hill. So while here at home, there's a UTI that I once got close with, but Hane came scheduler more and more because Nali into construction and I took him out of it because Nasokulanya at that time. So Nana Bona the way I used to dress up because Wahopola bodies need to see that cool, the kicks taking right now. High tops, man. And you know people would think they are chase or body cap, and now you have them spanning uniform and but I delivered span. It's just felt like just
you just didn't look the part.
That boy, when he came up with the whole thing, if Nikidula Lesotho and Nikitami in a certain way, and I don't get in a son about Lekhwepha. I want a meaning for generation Yarona, but Lekhwepha hippie. There you go. You just got like an international lesson in social relations and what. However, you know, that kind of thing. So, but the historical term we later understood I apologize for forgetting his name now. But I know it's somebody from the royal family. Okay. I'm sure that sort of taught us, or actually historically, Lekhwepha ke rebel. Okay. It's if let's say you are against, maybe
you are going against the grain.
You know the thing.
Okay. Back.
So there's some weight.
I think from today, we're gonna start identifying as Makhwepha.
You know.
Proper vibes. Yeah. Okay, let's go into the current state of things now.
Yes,
I know a lot of times, like with a lot of artists, the impact of COVID and how it affected them musically and in terms of the business and everything. But now we're slowly getting out of that.
True.
So now, where is TK musically, production-wise, and all those things?
You know, for me, I feel like if it wasn't of COVID, because if you remember, there were times I used to appear on YouTube because when I was going through a path contractually, somebody that helped me understand where I could go if I'm helped to get out of it, mentally and psychologically, because contracting because I was young. So and we went to stay in KZN. We started got this whole Soto vibe everywhere we went. Record label, Sothowation. It's just that whatever how it is in KZN, sometimes you can't just rock up and do your thing. It took us like a couple
There's a bit of that barrier.
Yeah. But once we got everything going, that's when COVID la deteriorate. So if let's say it didn't happen, differently now. Because now I'm basically at a point where I can and right now but now working and so but since because of that I sort of invested in a business or like a regular like a business nyana ya leisure set up nyana on a ghetto vibe it's like an open space at the events car wash the restaurant. So for the past year I've been focusing on it
more on
hosting events and all this type of vibes, but I'm not somebody who's into cameras, so I was struggling a bit to a crew.
The media side of capturing the vibe. And
because the funny thing is also Hovaya coming back thinking about hey bro. And you can also relate to that too the same way that 10 years ago.
It's understandable. So now can we expect more music?
For real.
The business mogul, because it goes with the growth.
True.
And growing older, there's also different waves that come in. From the boom bap to the trap to bubble gum, lollipop, in between the years. So now also the issue of staying relevant and stuff like that. Hasim like how to and bring us new music. Finding a way. TK appeal to the new wave now.
Well, not because I do produce for a lot of people.
So you've been in.
I understand it. When these new sounds, I understand it. But for me, I'm somebody that sort of draws inspiration to sort of put it in my music. I don't go with what is happening. Although I can incorporate it to appeal, but there's certain things that I won't jeopardize looking at that. My craft, I still try and make it as easy to capture Kotebing as possible. But I see industry move fast and a lot of talent and they overlook what makes them because if you're looking at the rate at which piano is moving at only so many artists that had at a new blind, but because they sort of saw wavier piano and they neglected this thing just to appeal and some of them because when they tryna now go back to that thing, it's so but not specifically I'm gonna release, especially this year because I couldn't release for a long time. All I did was to just put a couple of songs and then get go YouTube. But now since last year, if you remember, I think last year I dropped a song with Zaidi Swag. Zaidi Swag used to be with the Fraternity. I think it's got something happening now with MT. I saw that anything that MT is gonna put out, I know Zaidi Swag is probably and also he's one of the people I learned engineering from. And then November I put out another single called Tetes. And it did well because I didn't budget for it. I was just doing it for Mutwaka for our anniversary. The people would mess with it. It even got me gigs and I wasn't ready, bro. I was focusing on the business. You remember how it was raining also, all those kind of things. So this year I'm putting out a whole lot of music, trust me. And I'm working with beautiful artists. And you will see, I even have people from Lesotho that are this side now, but you will see I'm gonna put out a whole lot of music, different genres put together in a way that Sothowation is appeal. I
love that. I saw the thing, yo. Sothowation is a real thing, yo.
Yes,
now going forward, Nji, Already you also touched on starting the businesses and getting into that. Now, if you were to maybe give advice for like an up and comer now, because you're an OG of OGs. You know what I mean? So you have the blueprint.
Yeah, man.
What is the blueprint? Okay, found like a young Gemini, not me. A young Gemini that wants to come up in the rap game and how to keep the fire burning and the skill alive of hip hop.
In fact, it only comes down to one thing: be yourself. And if you jump on a certain type of style, jump on it being you. Because now you see people once, now this one sound is selling. Even when they do body adlib, but it's the same way. The engineering is gonna be the same thing. Now to just say be you. Through that made you take music serious. Okay. Focus on that. But whatever type of beat that you're gonna now jump on. Only way now. Because I still see people babana le precious states Venek
versus this and that.
Those things don't matter as long as you do you. Also and also invest in your art. It will really pay out. Mingle, meet people, accumulate your own info. Because look at me. For one, I didn't have that here at home. I grew up for the longest time. Before, So it's said, some artists, but dope. There's many artists here, not even here. I'm talking South Africa that I know if they do peanuts abona the way they do them, it's because they learned it from me. But you will find in the Soto hip hop sphere, everybody wants to own that moment. When I create the industry, and it's sad because all these youngins, they're gonna fall into that thing. We don't know how to create an industry whereby Meds Afeta, Commander Ops, Afeta, Jacob, Afeta, Masedi, Afeta. Okay, I so fit. But there's not a time where the Soto hip hop sort of shines. So that it sustains. So to be you, to stick it out.
Okay, before we close it off, dude, you've been. You have to have the highlight.
Yeah, man.
What are like at least 2, if not 3, of your biggest highlights for your career so far? Musically or business wise or even life wise in general. But like highlights it's at TK.
Bro, na highlights because being signed, there's a guy I won't mention who, but we grew up Libo Kaiser listening to these people. He was producing. This guy, I met up with him go Vaal Mall, Fetari and Asoka Bona contract before whatever you're publishing, and he said, coming from where we come from, which you not want to sign. So for me, highlight give that, and also working le Tony Kgoroge, because that saved my life. After contract at 999. It took me outside the country. I've been outside the country.
Exposed to a lot.
And which is I'm not somebody who ratang about this and that. And I'm a realist.
Straight up.
Vegan to the T.
Just tell the people where they can get a hold of you. This was like one of the dopest. Like I enjoyed catching up with you.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah,
you too.
On the socials and where to get your music and everything.
Yeah, man. Just search TK the First anywhere. TK the First. Even iTunes, go there. But there's new music fella right now. We try to get rid of the old stuff. So TK the First, Facebook, TK the First, everywhere else basically. Man.
And there you have it. Another exclusive, another in-depth chit-chat with like a legend. Don't forget to subscribe, like, follow on all of our socials. Rhythm in You, taking you on a journey through music.